Back at it for another episode of the Blind But Now C Show. I am
Chill.
your host, FOBC Note, the Hood Ray Charles, Blind Poppy if you nasty, the voice of the disables, the official blind stepper. And you know where we at, 265 Canal Street.
You already know where we at.
WTF Media Studio where dreams come true.
Black on studio.
Black on everything.
Black on everything, man.
It should just be February when we just jacket black on.
Nah, that's all your thing.
Black on everything. Shout out to Weezy. Shout out to Alex, you know. And this podcast is officially sponsored by the Master Connector Agency, another black-owned business. Shout out Nicole. I'm part of that community. Man, the connectors be connecting, man.
Connectors be connecting, man. Y'all see the book right here?
Yo,
on the table.
The book officially dropped this Friday in Atlanta. She's in it. Yeah, you know that's the the special edition.
So you had the book early.
I got it a month early.
That's hard.
That's the special edition. I got 10 of them shits I'm passing out to people that want to take their business to another level, you know. The Master Connector is where it's at. www.themasterconnectoragency.com. Put your change together and get the subscription. It's worth it. Go out and invest into your future. But we're going to get into the episode. Before we even do that, though, I'm thinking about dropping the FOB off my name, Wolf.
The FOB?
I'm thinking about dropping the FOB off my name.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm thinking about dropping it.
I'm in favor for that.
I'm on some grown shit now.
I'm on some grown.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm on some grown. I'm thinking about dropping C Note.
What you gonna be? Who you gonna be?
Chris.
You gonna be Chris?
I'm thinking about being my regular name, man.
Oh shit!
Like, I put it up on Facebook, right? I said I'm thinking about dropping FOB C Note and going by my real name. The likes went crazy. I said, damn. My mother said, about time you using the name that I gave you. And I'm just sitting back and thinking, I'm seeing like principals for schools liking it. Like people that got good jobs is liking it. Even the streets are like, yeah, drop FOB, bro. And I'm thinking, I'm like, I told my mother, the C Note means a lot. It means something. Like C-Note ran the street.
What does C-Note mean?
C-Note is a $100 bill, but when I got shot with C-Note. So it's like the dirt I was doing, I was C-Note. So I wanted to take that name, that word, and turn it positive, turn it good. So it was like, I beat people up when I could see, right? But now that I can see, I'm preventing people from getting beat up.
Okay.
I'm talking to the youth. I'm talking to the kids. Put the guns down. Stay out of jail. Like, it's like the evil that the name used to represent back then, I'm making it positive and shining light on the youth that's growing up so they won't make the mistakes I made.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm thinking about really dropping it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, FOB, this is the thing. When it come to like enterprising and really trying to like brand your shit and expand your shit, because like the FOB shit, like you like on some real shit like that shit only makes sense to us.
Yeah, like these big corporations, they look at past.
They're gonna be a FOB. Like, what? This nigga's a gang member.
Yo,
like, nah, ain't no fucking gang member.
I started looking at. I started looking at it on a bigger scale. It's like,
I was gonna listen, dude. If you ain't tell it to me first, I was gonna talk to you about that eventually.
Yeah.
Can't make a nigga do nothing, but I was gonna at least like run it across you though.
Yeah, because I thought about it. I'm just like, FOB mean family of bosses. That's my LLC I got.
And that's honorable. That's some real shit.
Feel me? But
for sure.
Like,
come from a good place.
I sat there and said,
but
I got to back away from that.
It's a little too much.
Yeah, like even when I'm just like. I went to Atlanta to the Master Connector, conference, and just walking around the room like, hey, Chris. Oh, yeah, Chris. Hey, Chris. I'm like, Chris is not a bad thing.
Nah.
Chris is not a bad. And I think sponsors like pull into more. They will pull more into Chris than C-Note.
For sure.
I really sat there and said,
for sure.
I got to get on my grown and sexy shit.
It's like, it's shit that's associated with our culture. And like, people that are not a part of our culture, we don't got the benefit of the doubt with them. So to them, they're gonna look at it like, oh, this is some nigga shit.
Yeah. Then I looked at it too, like I got a big platform because I would never downplay my platform.
Right.
But it's not like a Charlemagne. It's not like a Wallow. It's not like
Right.
a Gilly where they could use their nicknames
Yeah.
and the money gonna pour into them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm coming from the bottom, so it's like the reason why I never wanted to change my name. C-Note represents, like when I'm talking to these kids, I'm just like you. I connect with you. I'm on a level with you. I feel like the kids would respect C-Note before they respect Chris.
Well, you know what though? I'm gonna be honest. I think FOB drop for sure.
Yeah, nah,
but maybe
out of there.
But maybe C-Note don't gotta go nowhere though, because you think
Yeah.
about like Nipsey.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like my name Nipsey. You know what I mean? Like I walk into these rooms, I'm having like real business, like conversations, and I'm trying to think of another word. But you know, like we talking about high level shit, but you gotta respect me because of who I created myself to even be able to be qualified to be at this table. So I think there's a way for you to continue to remain to be C-Note, and then you continue. But FOB, we can
FOB, I'm kicking that shit.
Yeah, we can kick that shit to the
I'm just like, you know, Chris, C-Note, Felder. Like I'm looking into that. Like it's just a lot played a part over this past couple of weeks. I've just been thinking Shopify store about to be up. You could be able to pre-order your shirts. I'm shipping it out, doing everything by myself. But I'm just sitting back and I'm just thinking like, damn, what could I do different to increase this?
Right.
The FOB just didn't sit with me.
Yeah.
The C-Note was really not really sitting with me no more either. And it's like 34 years old. I'm still running around saying I'm this and
I feel you.
Nah, it's like it was a wake-up call for me.
So you done with both?
The FOB for sure I'm done with.
FOB for sure, but you still kind of.
But the C-Note, I'm not done with that because it's like even when I write my book, it's C-Note versus Chris. Like C-Note did a lot of shit that people would never understand, and it's okay.
C-Note is not Chris.
C-Note is not Chris. Two different people. I feel like C-Note got shot. Chris didn't get shot. Chris just suffering because C-Note got shot because I'm trapped in one body.
Well, explain that because I don't fully understand what you mean when you say that.
All right, so it's like the book I got the blind but now I see a thin line between C-Note and Chris. People would never understand that. You feel me? So it's like Chris is the one that's gonna cry because I'm suffering being in the dark. Chris is gonna cry because I'm going through these challenges and all this, right? But when I step outside, C-Note is in place. C-Note not gonna cry. C-Note gonna smile. C-Note gonna crack jokes. C-Note gonna stand tall. It's like I'm two different people. So it's like when I got shot, I didn't cry. It was more, let me get up. Boys don't cry. Let me get up. No matter how much pain I was in, let me get up. Let me stand tall. When really inside, C-Note was sitting there screaming for help. C-Note was talking to God. I mean, Chris was screaming for help. Chris was talking to God. Now I'm in the hospital and people coming to see me. As much pain I was in, I put up a persona because I didn't want people to look at me as being weak. When behind closed doors, Chris was weak. Chris was still building his strength. And it's like, I really separate the two for so long. Now, I'm bringing them together now. I'm vulnerable. I could talk about my problems. I could talk about my fuck ups. I'm not scared to tell a person how I feel, how my mental is at that moment. Before, I couldn't do that before. It showed sign of weakness. I didn't want people to look down on me. And I tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up the phone to call nobody. Because it's like, what would people think? People won't look at me as this strong person no more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a weak soul. I'm a weak mind. You just try to check yourself out. Come on, C-Note supposed to be stronger than that. C-Note bigger than that. You know, they punch me in my chest. Come on, man. You big dog. Not knowing, like, C-Note just a name. Chris is really going through it.
Are you in a place in your life where, because it sounds like to me what you're saying is that C-Note is like the strength, right? Like he like the representative version. It's like, as far as y'all concerned, like, I'm handling everything as best as I can. But that's C-Note. But Chris is the person that's like, nah, sometimes this shit do kind of hurt. Sometimes this shit is kind of confusing.
It's hard.
But if you get rid of C-Note, who is your strength, who's the person who like the the tough demeanor, you know what I mean? Like I got it under control energy.
Yeah.
Does that energy just...
That's exactly what it is.
Does that energy just become a part of Chris now? Do they become one and the same?
Yeah,
or
become one and the same now.
Okay.
Now it's like when I talk to people, I can talk to you and be comfortable with saying I'm Chris. I could talk to you. I could shake your hand. I could stand tall, knowing that I am Chris. I don't gotta walk into a room and hide behind the name of C-Note. I don't gotta do that shit no more.
Because Chris is more than enough.
Chris is more than enough. Like, be like, oh, Chris is great. Don't play with Chris. Just done it third. It's like I'm still that same person. Just I'm really literally just hiding behind a name.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I brought them together. Like during the journey, because like this month, the 21st make 13 years since I got shot. A lot of people don't understand what a lot of shit that I really went through. So it's like, I know I talked about her plenty of times on the podcast, like Tani, my ex. She seen the difference between Chris and C-Note. Because in the room, I cried. I was vulnerable. Why me? Why this shit happen to me? Like trying to figure it out. Don't want to live. She witnessed all of that. She seen me at my worst when nobody didn't. But that's when that door locked. But when that door opened up and they're like, yo, what's good, bro? Yo, C-Note, what's good, bro? Ooh. I'm smiling. I'm laughing. I'm regular. I'm talking my shit. I'm popping my shit. Like, niggas are like, yo, you'll never think nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
But then when they leave,
whole time,
I go back in that room. We close that door.
Yeah.
Now she gotta go through everything that I was hiding from them.
Yeah.
Nah, them days is over now. I'm comfortable to say I am Chris.
I think that's amazing, bro.
Yeah, bro. I did a lot of thinking this week. I started thinking about sponsorships. I started thinking about the rebrand. I started thinking about like what I really stand for. It's like, nah, the FOB shit gotta go.
Yeah, bro. Well, listen, if you ain't say it, I was for sure. I was gonna get to it at some point.
Yeah, I'm like, the FOB gotta go. It's like, yeah, it's cool, whatever the case may be. I'm just looking at the rebrand, the packaging of everything of what I stand for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
and it's like the thing is like everybody not gonna understand that.
Nobody would never understand.
That's some us shit. Niggas gonna be like FOB, like, yeah, we gonna skip this meeting. We gonna skip this deal.
We'll pass on that.
Yeah, we'll pass on that.
Like they don't gotta hear what I could offer. They don't gotta hear what I could bring to the table. It's just like FOB, C-Note come, nah. This is a guy that's just trying to get money. Just try to get a couple of dollars. It ain't worth it. But now you see, Chris coming across your desk. Now let me see what he got to talk about now. Let me see what he got to say.
And that's the thing. Like when you a black person, bro, you don't need to help white people. You don't need to give them any more reasons to already be prejudiced to you when they was going to do that already.
Nah, definitely.
They was already going to do that. When your name come across their desk, C-Note, what is this, some type of rapper or something like that? It's like, forget about it, But,
definitely.
At the same time, I think that like by the time, like we talked about Nipsey, me and you, we was at a bar right before this. We was talking about Nips. You said you on your Nipsey Hussle shit.
Yeah.
Nipsey had to raise his own evaluation. Like he had to raise his own worth as an artist
before you present it.
Before he presented what he wanted. He was like, listen, I want a record deal and I want my record to be just like this. The type of record deal that niggas don't never get. But this is what I got. I gotta go outside. I gotta do my stuff. And then I come back. This is what I can negotiate with. Now I'm somebody.
And then on top of that, I looked at a lot of people. I looked at Sean Carter.
Of course.
Sean Combs.
Of course.
I'm looking at him like, oh, okay, like these people, when they in their office, he's Sean Combs. He's Sean Carter. Charlemagne Leonard. Like these people, on the radio, this is who I am. But when I'm in the office and with these people that's giving me these dollars, oh, I'm Sean. And that's how I gotta start looking at it. I had to look at it like when I'm asking for stuff, like, cause I'm working on a sponsor pitch deck and stuff right now, and it's like, nah, I want to make these people feel as comfortable as possible. I want these people, hey, like we feel like we family.
Right.
Nah, we got to give Chris this. Chris said he could change the world with this. Let's give Chris this. Now when C-Note, they scratching their head. Is he done with the streets? Is this money's being funded something? And nah, I look at all angles now. And I got to be the change.
So when you thinking about putting this name to rest for good, when you think about this?
With the FOB?
Yeah. Like effective immediately or like give it some time?
Today.
Like right now?
Right now.
No more FOB C-Note?
No more FOB C-Note.
Just C-Note right now?
Just C-Note.
That's a good, that's progress.
No more FOB C-Note.
That's good progress.
I sat down and sat there and said, family of bosses is always going to be family of bosses. They don't need me to carry the abbreviation to live.
No, because it's still going to be a family of bosses.
Yeah. And then it's like, I could be FOB C-Note certain times. Like if I'm in the clubs, all right, cool. I'm my own boss in the club. I'm not asking for no sponsors or none of that. But in the corporate world, I can't do that. Even I'm in the clubs and the DJs are shouting us out, to be the promoters. My brother C-Note. Nobody saying FOB C-Note but me. Nah, let me kick them letters, man. Let me kick C-Note. That was my first LLC, but I'm gonna use it for other reasons. Like family of bosses, like I parties. But the event I went to in Atlanta, that conference of being amongst business-minded people, being amongst like millionaires, six-figure people that got their own businesses that's running a lot of things, right? I sat there and said, how can I change this FOB meaning? All right, cool. Family of Bosses. I'm going to put that amendment in. Let me put Family of Bosses Enterprise. Now I'm going to bring the conference to New York because there's really not too many conferences going on in New York. And let me bring these six-figure to New York. Let me bring these millionaires to New York. Let's do panels. Let's talk. Why? It's a room full of people. But while we in this room, we are a family. We are bosses. How can we upgrade each other? Family of bosses. All right, let me change it. Let me take this out this party world. Let me put this into a corporate world. Like the master connector. She connect people. I'm putting bosses in a room full of people. I'm putting bosses in a room with each other. Great things could come out of it.
Absolutely.
I'm a boss with the Blind But Now I See podcast. You are your own boss, even though you may be under the WTF brand, but you're a boss. I can't do what you do. You can edit it. You got a vision when it comes to podcasts. All right, cool. You don't have the story I have of connecting to the streets, of getting shot, to going through mental health, to really saving lives. We are two different bosses in our own right, but you come together, look at the projects we making.
For sure.
A lot of people don't look at it like that.
They ain't gonna have a choice in a minute.
Come on, man.
They ain't gonna have a choice in a minute.
But what you been going through, my brother? Oh, first, where did Wolf come from?
Wolf?
Yeah.
So like where I'm from in Dallas, all my homies had nicknames and shit. They was all making music. Everybody was making music. Everybody had a nickname. It was J-Dub. It was King Chris.
You used to do music?
Yeah.
You rap?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me hear some bars.
You want to hear some bars?
Let me hear some bars.
Fuck.
Because crazy about it, I used to rap. That's the crazy shit about it. That's
for real?
Yeah. I should used to be BMA.
Let me see. If I think of something off top. I ain't spit this verse in a minute.
Yeah.
Let me see. It was like, watches from Switzerland, winter coat of the Michigan, Michelin star chef while I wipe the snow off my Timberlands. Fuck, how I go after that?
I used to wear Timbs and
Nah.
Okay.
Hold on. Watches from Switzerland, winter coat of the Michigan, Michelin star chef while I wipe the snow off my Timberlands. Seen a lot of things, we was young in the innocence. Then instead of chance to this light that we was witnessing. Militant, but I like to have fun. I'm talking sneaky link grooves in the bathtub, mass suds, smoking while I get a back rub. Future look bright, can tell how the past was when I listen to you speak. Compliment the fact the clothes go with the physique. You know the confidence is key. What's the key to life? I gotta ask. Sometimes it make you wonder. Wintertime came around like it hate the summer. Summer lover like Will in 91. 2022, it had a nigga on the run. I was fighting for my life. I struggled with depression. Question if I was even making the right investments when I was. Trying to chase a dream. Getting scared because it's taking longer than it seemed it's supposed to. I just want to see my dad glad in a roaster. Because I know it's hell if it ain't really where it's supposed to. Conversations with God like I need one wish. Please let him be here when I get rich. That's a little verse.
My boy, what was dropping bars? Rap City in the basement. See, like you had bars. I was just a nigga that was trying to rap. Man.
Yeah, no, I be rap.
I was just trying to be part of something.
So that's where Wolf came from. All my homies was rapping. I started rapping. And you know,
just ran with it.
Yeah, but also, you know, I think about it like a wolf, bro. The thing about wolves, if you really look at them as an animal species, is they're highly intelligent.
Yeah.
And they move together.
They don't attack unless they're in packs.
They move intelligent. It's like you get this angle, you get this angle. It's very strategic.
Yeah. I studied that. I love animal planning.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean?
A wolf would not attack if he's by himself.
You get what I'm saying? Like they move together because it's about family. There's a proverb that say, you know, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Yeah, that 1,000%.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I already made up in my mind a long time ago. It's like where I'm trying to go the furthest. Not necessarily because I want to see that much distance, but I don't want to do this shit by myself. So that's kind of where Wolf came from.
I ain't gonna lie, same here.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad, you know, we connect to a place where we can create magic.
For sure.
No funny shit. Cause I ran through a lot of producers. Shout out to all of them, but that connection was just real. I'm big on energy.
Yeah.
So it's like I sit back and I scope the room out, and it's like, all right. And then it's like I be quiet, but when I'm comfortable, you will really see who I'm really is.
Mm-hmm.
And you was like, I'm comfortable around you. Before it's like I used to do my episode and I leave.
Yeah.
Now I'm comfortable. I could really talk.
Yeah. It's more than just a transaction.
Yeah, you feel me? It's like
it's more than just
bigger
business.
than that. Like we really built a friendship on where
no, that's a fact.
I could be like, nah, well, it ain't worth crashing out over. Nah, we ain't doing that, bro. Now you bigger than that, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. This, that, and third, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
bro done walk me off the edges on some shit.
Yeah, and like if I didn't care, I'd be like, man, fuck that nigga. Let that nigga crash out.
I'm so glad you did that shit.
Oh man, fuck that nigga. Let that nigga crash out. And I'm listening to pockets. I'm like, damn, didn't I just tell this nigga don't put this shit out? Now let me text you.
That shit went out.
Take that shit down, bro. Like,
that shit went out.
Like we be bigger than that shit, bro. It's like, nah, we ain't doing that shit. And if you are a real friend out there, if you see your friend doing dumb shit, man, grab them by the back of their neck. And then as a friend, he should appreciate you even more because you could have saved a lot. 5 seconds could end up 25 years in jail. They can lead you dead. They can lead you mad shit. A lot of shit don't be worth it no more. Like, and that's how I start looking at life now. Before I react to something, I breathe. Is it worth it? Is this shit worth my time? Nah, let me step back.
Yeah.
Let me call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. And sometimes it's hard to make. You need to take. Go ahead.
Nah.
Sometimes it's hard to make them choices, bro. You know what I mean? Like obviously, fuck, man. You know, we talking about a scenario where there was somebody who had did me pretty fucking wrong, and I was on a podcast and I was just explaining like how they did me wrong, how they was foul, how they was nasty, and my nigga was like, you probably shouldn't do that.
Nah, you shouldn't do it. You losing more, and you giving that person that power.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad I didn't put that episode out because now I realize how that person could have used that against me. It's like, oh, like this Wolf Taylor, like, oh yeah, let me like remix, flip this,
and everything would have just crumbled.
Now it's because I'm thinking my foolish self. I'm thinking like, oh, you know, you did me wrong. You know you evil, so you can just like hear these pure words.
Yeah. So it's like the way you calling her a bitch without saying that she's a bitch.
Right.
Like, it's not worth it.
And sure they're gonna be like, nah.
Coming from a person of your caliber, why would you stoop down to a person that low? That's why I start saying to myself, this person ain't fucking with me. Why I'm giving this person energy?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
This person ain't fucking with me. Why I'm paying attention to this person?
Yeah.
It's like, nah. Yeah. It's like we got futures.
But it's the ego, bro. Cause sometimes when a nigga just do you bad, bro, and nobody can relate to this more than you.
Yeah.
But like when a nigga just do you bad, it's like, oh, you really think shit okay? Like you really think you could do me a certain kind of way? And you think you can just keep living your life just untouched? They say vengeance is God's, right? And so it's like you want to exercise that, but the anger.
Sometimes you want to do it yourself.
But the anger inside of you, it's like, hey, yo, like, I need you to understand that like you can be dealt with, you can be touched. You think you untouchable?
But then, like in my case, right, what happened to me, I was so focused on him, I lost a lot that was around me. So it wasn't worth it.
That's the spiritual contract of it all, right? That's why God say vengeance is His, because it's like for you to even get into the type of position to get vengeance, you then, whether you know it or not, you making an agreement with the universe. It's like, okay, well then you ready to lose this. and you're ready to lose that.
And for that moment, you be ready to lose it all.
For that moment.
But then when you calm down, you ask yourself, is it really worth it?
I mean, when you calm down, you realize everything you would have lost.
Yeah. And then you think about it, right? Your presence in this space, a lot of people are probably stop coming to the studio. Believe it or not, you probably make a lot of people days when you're recording. Just giving your input. Just like I'm talking to my sister today, and she like, I don't know if Wolf told you about my last episode, but it was so good and all that. He told me to do a part 2. And I sat back and I'm just thinking like, look at your presence. You're not even her producer.
Yeah.
But just to give her that extra push, a lot of people would do that shit. They're like, hey, fuck it. Let me just record, you finish, and go about your dog.
You ain't lying, bro.
I dealt with people.
Yeah. That
really didn't give me that extra step of saying, how can we increase the podcast?
Yeah.
We sat down, we talked, nah, bro, let's build our own set to make it feel like yours and not WTF. I'm like, oh, okay. And you sent me home with something to think about. What could I do? What did I do different? It's like, the point of this episode right here is to grow. You have to grow. You can't be stagnant and staying at one level of life. You have to grow. Every day I wake up, I want to be better than yesterday. I got to work 10 times harder just to keep up with y'all. And it seemed like my 10 times harder is really passing y'all because people don't want to grow in life.
Your 10 times harder is definitely passing people because the real truth is, listen, I was listening to this book by Napoleon Hill. We was talking about it, Think and Grow Rich. Bro was talking about he had 2 sons, right? One of his sons who was born deaf, he couldn't hear.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, he never allowed his son to take like special classes. His son had to be in class with the regular kids and it was hard, but his dad was like, nah, like, because we gonna get through this. We might not have all the answers right now, but we gonna get through this. And the thing is like the minute I start like coddling you too much, you're gonna start accepting. I'm trying to kind of create this correlation right now with like people who don't work hard, right?
Yeah.
You start coddling, I'm gonna start coddling you, then you start accepting that like, oh, I can't do because of this. Like I can't work hard, I can't do what everybody else do because something happened to me.
Yeah.
Well, what ended up happening is like he never treated his son special. And long story short, you gotta listen to the book for the people who don't know, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
Eventually his son, bro, he get his hearing back, right? Through innovation and technology and different type of shit. But like the doctors is looking at his skull. They're looking at his you know, his body, X-ray and shit. It's like the nigga don't got no holes in his skull. You supposed to have a hole in your skull for the sound to come through your ear, to your brain or whatever. He don't even. There is no hole, but he can hear now.
That's different.
You get what I'm saying? And it all came from this ambition, this desire. The book talk a lot about desire. Like if you're gonna do anything significant in life, you gotta have desire. And the nigga was talking about his son who grew up without hearing and his son who grew up with hearing. He was like, respectfully, but like my son who grew up with the hearing though, that nigga be crying. He be needing help every 2 seconds. But my son who we didn't give him that because he was raised from the jump.
He made a way.
I gotta get it on my own.
Yo, and that's how I feel, bro.
And so when you say like I work 10 times harder than them, it's like, yo, people be having everything they need to be successful, but they don't use it.
People got two good eyes and don't use them shit.
They don't, bro, 2 good eyes, 2 good ears, legs, limbs, a brain,
and that,
freedom.
That should be pissing me off the most.
It be pissing you off?
You see somebody just take life for granted. Like, take their vision for granted. And it's like, nigga, you know what I do just to have that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm telling you, if I get one eye, I'm going to be a dangerous nigga, bro.
Just one?
Just one.
All I need is one?
That's all I need is one.
You think you ever get your vision back?
I don't think so.
I don't know, bro.
I don't think so. Cords is clipped. The eyes is separated from the brain. So it's like the way
the eyes are separated from the brain?
Mm-hmm.
Right now?
Yeah.
How you be moving them then?
Nah, I could control it, but like,
I get you. As far as like
the way it is like your eyes is like a camera.
Mm-hmm.
So as you looking, it's taking pictures, sending it to the brain. The brain is sending it back to the body, like you know, like what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So my cameras is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, as I'm opening my eyes, I'm blinking and all that, it's taking the pictures, but it's nothing going to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So in the brain mind is, he's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how life goes. Because at one point, it was hard for me to separate the night from the day. I would sleep all day and be up all night. It was hard for me to budget that, to manage that. Now it's like I got control. I took control of it now.
How did you start to realize the difference between the night and the day?
Nah, it's like staying up. Like I know it was daytime, but my body didn't know. So then I started fighting through the sleep in the daytime, and then I was able to sleep at night. But I always got the routines, and the routine's still the same. I'm waking up 5 o'clock in the morning. Now I'll be waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, just thinking, pacing the crib, but cutting a hole in the rug and shit. But I wake up, I gotta listen to the Breakfast Club every 6 o'clock in the morning.
Because they up at it. Early in the morning, getting to it.
6 o'clock in the morning. It's like, that might as well give me a job because I'm up too.
Hey, would you take a job up there?
Breakfast Club, hell yeah. That's what they want me to do. I'm entertainment. That's what they need me to do. But it's like, I never stopped dreaming though. Even at this age, I told my mother, people don't dream no more. That's the biggest thing with this world. We don't dream no more, bro. I can't settle for where I'm at in life right now. I didn't accomplish a lot of shit. So it's like, all right, cool. What's next for me? Audio book. Be doing the Audible series. All right, cool. What else next for me? Like, what else you want to do? I want to create my own blind stick. But I want my blind stick to have...
You could totally do that.
Yo, I want to create I need my blind stick. I don't know if I want to say it because people might steal my idea.
Yeah, don't say too much.
I ain't even gonna say
Yeah, don't say too much.
Because my shit...
But I fuck with where you're going with this,
My shit is next level, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like... I'm going to tell you off camera.
Yeah,
my
for
shit
sure.
is off level. Like, I never stopped thinking. And then... Like you asked me, do I think I ever gonna see again? I don't want to see because it's like I feel like I'm doing my best thinking. I'm doing my best work. I'm representing a community that was forgotten. I'm representing a community that needed a voice. I am that. Like even from the shirts I sent you, and I'm just like, I need these words because like I'm the voice that survived. I'm speaking for not only the disabled people. I'm speaking for the people that don't got no voice, that's going through mental health, that's been through domestic violence, that has been through sexual assault, gun violence. I'm the voice of that. I'm giving them their voice back. A lot of people, once their voice get taken, they don't know how to get that shit back. Nah, but I'm the perfect example to tell you that it don't matter where we go in life or what happens in life, nigga, we can overcome it. I did it. It may take you longer than others. It took me 8 years to be comfortable in my own skin. It took me 8 years to come on this couch to talk about it. It took me 8 years to tell my story. Before, when I used to tell people my story, it was hard. Like, I'm holding back the tears and all that because I'm really saying to myself, damn, I really went through that. Damn, that shit really happened to me. Now I can say that shit with a smile and be like, you got any questions? How can I help you? You wanna know how it feel? That shit's a fucked up feeling. Or I could talk about it, I could laugh about it. Yeah. I could sleep good at night after that. Before that, she used to wait on me. I used to talk to a person about it. They're like, damn, bro, you strong. I like how you, ooh. But when I go home, I got to unwind because I just relived that moment. I got home, I lay in the bed. I'm still trying to grab my life. And then I'm thinking, like, what did I do wrong that day? What could I did wrong that day? Damn, why I have that gun on me that day? Damn, why I could have pulled it, but I'd have been in jail for 25 years and wouldn't have been no podcast. I would have been in jail for 25 years. I wouldn't have been here to see my son graduation. I never see somebody get go from jail to go to a graduation or prom and then go back when it's all over.
If you could do it all again, would you rather pick jail with sight or freedom without it?
Freedom without it.
Why?
Jail with sight, I couldn't be the father that my son needs.
And that's more important.
Way more important. My son, my daughter, my niece, my nephews, so much shit. My mother, like, you never know how much people really depend on you until you in that position, until you in that predicament. And it's like, I would have left it all behind. For what? To get to like, I can't say for what, because it would have been a good reason, because like I'm defending my life. I'm defending my, like, It's now my vision.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like, yeah, but then when I really think about it, it's like Zamir Felder, he get his diploma.
Mm-hmm.
Tayana Smith Jackson, she getting her diploma.
Mm-hmm.
My niece coming in hot, Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris, oh, this person reposted your video on TikTok. Oh, this person put your story in your video in stories and this, that. I get more life out of that shit, bro.
Mm.
To a point I say, I am not blind. I got too many eyes around me for me to be blind. That shit just sharpened up my vision. I lost my sight, but my vision got strong. Cause I could take it. I text you, yo, Wolf, I'm about to start a course, bro. Whoa, about what's the next adventure? A mental health trauma course. Cause it's like it's so many people that's going through this but don't know how to overcome this. So I overcame it. I've been through it. Yeah, I didn't go to therapy or none of that shit, but I could put what I've been through into this course and how did I overcome this course, and I could give it to somebody else. And then guess what? If 10 people could buy it and 3 people get value out of it and I save 3 people, I don't care about that 7 people. I mean, it was never for them. It was for the 3 people that
that's
needed
a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, it was for the 3 people that needed it.
That's a fact.
I'm cool with that. I learned, no lie, within these last 13 years, it doesn't matter what people think. It's about what makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the people that accepting the content that I put out there. It's the people that I'm resonating, that I'm touching when I put the content out there. If you don't see no value in it, it was never for you. Next, who else coming in? This podcast shit is you got to recycle. You could bring in 100 people in. All right, cool. Only 10 rocking with it. The other 90 ain't rocking with it. All right, cool. You keep that 10 in your bucket. You push that 90 out. You bring another 100. How many we could get out of this one? 20? Okay, cool. Put the 20 with the 10. Now we got 30 people. Push the other 80 out. Bring another 100 in until you build your community to say, okay, this is the people that enjoy me, that needs me, that cherish me, that if they don't hear my voice, they might fall. That's what life is all about, bro.
Nah, you spitting. Especially
you can't make everybody happy.
You spitting, especially because like I like that example you just used about like if you bring 100 and only 10 stay. That's how conversion work in social media.
Yeah.
It's like people think that because you got a reel or some type of piece of content and it reach out to like 100,000 people, you think you got 100,000 people. It's like, nah.
It don't work like that.
It don't work. It don't work like that at all.
Across their desk.
It don't work like that at all. You know what I mean? Like out of 100,000 people, man, you'd be lucky if 10,000 stay.
Man, you just want 1%. You just want 1%. That's all you need. That's all you want, just 1%. But you know what? People go crazy when they hear the percentages and the numbers and all that. Like, name my marketer, like market my podcast. Shout out to Dre HR. Man, we saying talk. He be like, yo, damn, bro, people fucking with you. Your ad just went through 10,000 people. You got 6% click rate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he like, that's good. Yeah, it's good. That's 600 people. I'm not looking for the whole 10,000 people.
Yeah.
All 10,000 people is not going to agree with the shit I say.
Same.
Can't relate to the shit I say.
And you probably can't really relate to them for real.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Why is we holding space up for the next people? The next set of people that got to come in that really needs me.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, hell no, bro. I'm nitpicking. I'm building my community right now. I'm working.
It be greed sometimes too. It's like people be wanting so many thousands and thousands and thousands of people. But I'm like, listen, bro, if I can get, my motto has always been this: if I can get 100 people to give me $10,
mm-hmm.
I think I would be happy with that.
Then I started playing the numbers game. Like, my brother, shout out to Data, he said something this week. He like, yo, you know, I've been on social media. I had to deactivate my page. I'm like, wow. He said, because I'm looking at other people's and I'm starting to get fucked up over it.
Mm.
I'm like, what you mean by that?
A lot of people feel this way too.
I'm seeing people with cars and I don't have that, or I don't have the money, or I don't have this. It's starting to bother me. I'm like, damn. I said, but you could look at the Instagram page. Yeah, you want this, down the dirt, but can you tell if that person happy? He said, no. I said, all right then. So you happy, right? He like, yeah. I said, you dated, right? He like, yeah. I said, so why are you getting fucked up and bothered over it for? I said, let me tell you something, bro. You talk about you looking at people with Benzes, you had a Benz, you crashed it, whatever. That shit bothered you, this, that, and that. I said, I didn't drive in 13 years.
Yeah.
How you think I feel?
Yeah.
He said, damn,
Perspective.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you didn't.
I said, you feeding your daughter right now, right? He said, yeah. I didn't see my son in 13 years. How you think I feel about that? He said, yeah. I said, and I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and everything else. Shit don't bother me, bro.
Yeah.
I said, nigga, I can see you running up and down the block with your daughter. I supposed to be jealous of you?
Yeah.
Because I can't do it?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I'm going to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to this gate and I'm going to run until I try to catch him.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, that shit motivates me. It don't discourage me. It motivates me.
Yeah.
He said, damn, bro, you know what? I'm about to get my Instagram back. I said, all right, that's what I want to hear, bro. People don't think about that. Because if I wasn't here, who would have been chasing my son? Or telling my son right from wrong?
Yeah.
Nah, I started looking at the brighter side of things. Like, the number one thing people do, we get caught up in the things we don't have. We get caught up in the things that I don't know. I'm happy for what I got now. The people are around me, they're around me because I want them around me. I'm happy for that. My life, if I want my life to be better, guess what I gotta do? I gotta turn this bitch up even more. I'm not moping old. Like, come on. If I was like that, I wouldn't be on this couch today. Damn, Charlamagne getting paid. Horrible Decisions getting paid. $1 Million Worth of Game getting paid. Oh, damn, they getting booked. Oh, damn, why is that? Damn, Wolf getting 200 views on his shit. My shit is only at 50. This, that. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not comparing my life to nobody's.
Yeah.
Blind Poppy is Blind Poppy because the 50 people that's viewing it, the people that's liking it, the people that's repurposing my clips and all that, that's the people that really need it.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It's 50 more out there that's in Jersey. It's 50 more that's in Connecticut. It's 50 more in North Carolina, South Carolina,
Pennsylvania, New Hampshire.
That's coming in
right
to add to that 50 I got already that really need this shit that I'm talking about. And before you know it, I got my community. Yeah. I got my base. And that's going to be the base that's going to listen to me talk, that I'm motivating, and I'm going to get where I wanted to be at in life.
It's crazy, like, a lot of the time in life, we know the how, we just don't know the when. It's because people don't know the when. It's like niggas psych themselves out the game.
Shit never happens overnight, and that's why a lot of people check out from the hustle.
Overnight, listen, and this is the thing. I told Alex once, I was telling Alex about like my podcast and what I wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
He said, for you to do what you're trying to do, it's probably gonna take you 4 or 5 years.
Are you willing to work for that? Are you willing to stay in the game that long?
I mean, my thing is this: 4 or 5 years from now, I'm still gonna be living and breathing. I would hopefully at the end of that 4 or 5, I got what I'm looking for today. No. Versus just be there 4 or 5 years later and no closer to. Can you imagine? Be no closer to the thing that you want to change your life than you was 4 or 5 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't. That can't be me. So I'm gonna work.
And if 4 years from now you still in the same place, then you can't blame nobody but yourself. Because I mean, you doing something wrong.
Nah.
That's how you gotta look at it.
4 or 5 years, bro. You know how many days is in a year?
Like I said, I compliment my peers and the people that's around me. When I see Billy doing his thing, when I was at Billy live show, I'm like, damn, I wasn't jealous of that. I could do that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I sat down. I was a student. I studied the game of what he did, how the crowd reacted to it, how he put it together, how he promoted it. All right, cool. So now when I'm dealing with mine, I know how to move with it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I see Drill Fairy. I'm a student to the podcast world. I watch your shit. I watch Drill. I watch Billy. I watch Decisions. I watch $1 Million Worth of Game. But not one time I think I can do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm creating my own path. I'm doing what I'm doing.
You just here to learn and apply it to your motion.
That's all I'm trying to do. I don't come in here, nah, thinking I'm wallowing on, you feel me?
Yeah.
Coming in here, blah, 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 but now I see podcast. I don't do none of that. I'm not doing none of that.
You don't be thinking you wallow, bro?
Hell no.
You didn't think you was wallow when you was coming from underneath the covers?
Oh, the covers and all that? Nah, yo, you know what's crazy? It's like, like what I really realized, like when you just regular faced up talking to people like this, the message don't come across.
Yeah, you got to find innovative ways.
Like people catch the video and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with this crazy nigga?"
Mm-hmm.
But then when they see the message, damn, that shit he spoke was real.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did a video when I'm in a push-up form down. I'm like, sometimes the world may feel like it's on your back, but sometimes you just gotta push and work hard, and you will come up.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody wrote under there like, "Damn, content is real." Hit that shit. They put it in their stories. So you like, if I would have said that shit just standing up regular, would he felt the same way? Probably would have skipped past the video. But a person like, what this crazy nigga doing under the covers? Like I did a video in the shower. And I sat there and said, sometimes you gotta wash off the defeat. I'm in the shower with soap all over.
Bro, you looked nuts, bro.
Crazy. You feel me?
You looked nuts.
But that shit got mad views and likes. People hit me up like, yo, nah, bro, that shit really saved me. That shit helped me, bro. I'm getting in the shower right now. I'm like, all right, cool. Now you see where it's coming from. People like crazy shit. This is the social media era.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't gonna listen to us be talking like this. Stay in school, y'all. This, that, and third. Nah, they want the niggas running up the block, run across the street, the book bag on his back. I gotta get to school. Gotta get the bell about to ring. I can't be late. I'm missing knowledge. That's what they want. And I'm gonna give it to them.
You know, it's tough, bro, because like I said, this is a podcast I've been listening to lately. It's called Grits and Eggs Podcast. And it's like, bro, just sitting behind like a computer desk. He got some paintings on the wall, some little pictures and shit, got some toys. Mm-hmm. But his shit booming right now. He from Atlanta. And he like us. Real nigga with it. Just real nigga with it. You know what I mean? But his shit clicking like 70,000 a clip, 230,000 a clip. His shit good, bro. Like, you know a nigga having a moment when you seeing they shit a little bit too much. Yeah. To the point where I got people sending me his shit like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And like the nigga just like giving it up. Just
what he talk about?
Bro, everything. He talk about culture. He talk about like current events. But the thing is like the nigga's smart. You know what I mean? The nigga's smart. He speak with like, he knows some shit. So like, he'll talk about like the government and racism, and he'll talk about like, he talk about us in a way that's like filled with passion. I'm gonna send you some shit. Yeah, you can check it out. It's some good shit. But my point being is like, you said like nigga don't want to hear you just sitting here, in this way straight up. And it's like, man, that's 100% true for the most part. But then there be these moments where nigga like this, it's like, bro, the nigga just behind a desk, bro.
Yeah, but then you gotta look at it too. The audience he grabbing.
100%.
I mean, a YN, a skip past that.
You right.
But the one that's scrolling on the phone, I feel like my content will come across a YN phone quicker than his. And we both saying the same thing, it's just we saying it we doing it in different ways. Like I really peeped that. It's like when they was like, when Wallow first started doing his video, they like, damn, Wallow going crazy. Telling Gilly, yo, Wallow going crazy, this and the third. Gilly was like, nah, like, he said, for a minute, he like, damn, is this nigga really going crazy? But he said, nah, yo, cuz, who gives a fuck what they say, cuz? Keep doing you. Meek Mills reposted it. Then before you know it, the world start really knowing who Wallow really was.
Man, shout out to Wallow,
now
bro.
They going back and they looking at his content and seeing where he came from. Like I give like the career that I'm shaping is, I wouldn't say mimicking, but I'm pulling shit out from Wallow
for sure,
putting into mine.
Yeah, for sure.
Like 20 years of being in jail, 13 years of being blind. It's like we both have a story that the word needs to hear.
That's real, bro. That's real, bro.
I can't relate to being behind them jails 20 years.
That's real, bro.
But he can't relate to being in the dark for 13.
Yeah.
We both come from it. We both walking across that bridge with a story. So it's like I take little shits out and just seeing like how he tell his stories and different interviews. Like I ain't gonna lie, I study him. I'm a student of Wallow.
Real quick, bro.
Yeah.
The nigga downstairs for me to give him the bag. You want to wrap up or you want me to go down and come back up?
Well, it's up to you. What you want to do?
Let me see how long we've been recording.
Yeah. All right.
You can finish off your point.
Yeah.
And then we'll take it out.
Ready?
Yeah.
So I'm a student of Wallow. So like if you out there, man, it ain't nothing wrong with taking an idol, locking in, and sitting up there and being a student to be a better person. So this podcast is about leveling up. We gonna level up for 2025. New Year's Revolution 2026. I'm gonna level up now. Level up now, man. 13 years I've been in the dark. On the 21st of this month, I'm leveling up. I'm touching the people even more different than I ever did before. I'm putting to work. How we leveling up, Wolf?
Man, I just think, it's crazy. Like the shit that people always say you should do. It's kind of cliche to hear, but it's really true in the sense of, for me, I think that what I really need to do is do what people always say you're supposed to do. Stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Stay consistent.
Don't get tricked over the views. Don't get tricked over the numbers.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you do.
Yeah.
Lock in. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And that's once you get that through your head, everything gonna start falling in and at your feet, and you like, damn, I work hard for this.
Yeah.
But the minute you start looking at it like I only got 10, 20 views, man, you gonna stay stuck because you chasing decisions that got like 20,000 views. So just stay consistent and be yourself, man. Where they can find you at, Wolf?
Man, Wolf Taylor _ Wolf Taylor. Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I'm on everything, man. Shit.
Wolf about to get me back on Twitter.
Yeah, listen, Twitter. There's a lot of info be going around on Twitter. It's a lot of information, good and bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Podcast is Halfway Up Podcast. I call it Halfway Up because you never finish rising. And man, I'm just happy to be here, bro. Me and my man just got us a drink, bro.
Yeah, feeling good, feeling nice,
Mm-hmm.
And where you can find me at Blind When I See NYC. It don't matter how high that mountain is, you could climb it. Don't matter how deep that ocean is, you could swim it. No matter if that course is hard, you could finish it. And if you feel like you don't got the motivation, just turn on my podcast and I'm gonna help you through it. I am the official Blind Stepper C-Note. You see how, like I said, C-Note, not FOB C-Note. C-Note, the voice of the disabled, and we out of here. Peace.
Out of here. Peace.